Frankenberry,
Okay.
Chocula, and then an Ecto Cooler.
Sweet. Yeah.
So now we're doing more brunches too. So
Yeah,
you're not nice. Just let me know and
Yeah, absolutely.
get you some comps.
Hi, I'm Becca Whitaker. Subscribe to Raze Chaos.
What's next?
And then it'll ask if you want to.
And welcome back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and do your eyes deceive you? Is this a double or nothing weekend? Yeah, it's been a while, and yeah, I really haven't had the opportunity to do one because you know the rules. It's got to be two characters or two pops that pretty much go together. And I really haven't gotten that many as far as whew, I really haven't gotten that many that would really work in that for a double or nothing weekend, like the ones that I've done before. So I kind of had to wait until I actually could do one. And yeah, that time is now. And we're going to jump right into this. We have got the Blue Beetle and Conrad Carapax from the Blue Beetle movie, which I have not seen. I haven't really even heard a lot about it, so that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing, but I haven't seen it yet. I will, because I always watch DC movies, no matter what kind of torture they're going to throw at me. But yeah, we're going to have a look at these guys, and yeah, that means you got to go. Sorry. Jaime, and we've got Conrad. Isn't it fun using that thing? I have to say that the current Blue Beetle, which this is the third Blue Beetle that has come around, when he came out in like 2016, no, he came out earlier than that, 2006, I want to say. I just got another extra one in there. Yeah, basically from the time he came out, he quickly became a fan favorite. Normally, when you replace a character, especially after the second Blue Beetle, Ted Kord, was abruptly killed off, when you go in to replace a character like that, the original suddenly becomes that much more beloved, and you get pushback. Blue Beetle kind of survived even despite that. He went on to be on the Teen Titans. He went on to be in the Justice League. But yeah, it's really kind of astounding how well Jaime has carved his own path here. I really, I didn't really get to know him that well up until the Batman Brave and the Bold series, and he kind of, I didn't care one way or another for him until the Batman Brave and the Bold animated series happened, and the way he was depicted on that, I mean, you couldn't help but love him by the end of that. But I think before we get into the big guy, we are going to go into this big guy, Conrad Carapax, who is a Blue Beetle villain through and through. He originally showed up in 1985 and fought Ted Kord as the Blue Beetle, but his story ended up going back further than that. Because originally the story went that he was a rival archaeologist of Pat Garrett, that was the original Blue Beetle, and yeah, he went to find out because obviously Conrad followed him basically to an island where he was supposedly wanting to check on a specific artifact that was said to be there, and he never finds it. But what he does find is that Ted Kord's uncle had actually been using that island as a secret base for his own techno-inspired villainy. And when he went to go and investigate and start poking around that lab, he got covered and basically transferred in to this armor. And that's what makes him, gives him the nickname of being the indestructible man. He came back and he fought Ted Kord, and later he has made made an attack on the current Blue Beetle, and yeah, he made his way into the movie. So I'm gonna be anxious to see how his origin changes in that. But for right now, we're gonna take this guy out and have a look at him. This is okay. This is pretty good. This is actually a pretty solid representation of the character as he appeared in the comics. Not originally, but he alters as he goes, because he is basically a conscious robot, or he becomes that. His consciousness transferred into this robot body, and of course, once your body's mechanical, you can change it up as much as you want, if you have the know-how, which he doesn't necessarily know exactly how. He's an archaeologist, not a tech guy, but he has had some improvements made, and this is a fairly accurate representation of the character in general. He was never a big character, but like any character that with a solid enough base, you can make good if you need to. And his ties to all three of the Blue Beetles makes him almost a singular threat, as far as one that, even though he didn't know that he knew the first one, he did, and he had rivaled him. He's been a rival since before Blue Beetle was even a thing. And the one thing he doesn't realize is that what he was looking for was the actual scarab. The scarab that Dan Garrett used, the one that Ted Kord couldn't make use for him, and the one that is currently attached to Blue Beetle to Jaime, that he is completely actually able to bond with, which is not something either of the other ones could do. But we're going to go ahead and take him out and have a look at him. And here he is. Yeah, this is the version. This is the GameStop exclusive glow-in-the-dark version. And I'm going to, once again, try and get the glow to work by the end of the video. Before this video ends for you, you are going to hopefully see some glowing Blue Beetle action going on there. So keep a watch for that, because even if it's at the tail end, it's going to happen. But yeah, this is his representation. This is him. He's got the really awesome weapon thing going on here that he's created from the scarab. I love the representation of the scarab on the back as an exoskeleton moving around him. I love the fact that he can hear what it's saying, but nobody else can, and he's constantly talking to it. It's just really, they combined a lot of things that were done with other characters in the past and put them into him, and I think that makes him very good, instead of being a trait uniquely to like a singular trait uniquely to a hero, such as like with Firestorm, he was always able to talk to Professor Stein, even though nobody else could see or hear him or hear him. And it's kind of the same thing, only it's an alien. He's talking to an alien. But yeah, makes me excited to see the movie, and makes me want to see more and more of this stuff. I'm looking forward to the movie. Here's a funny little bit. When I was at C2E2 a while back, it was right before they had dropped the first trailer for Blue Beetle. I was at my friend's house, and I'd woken up, and he was just like flipping through his YouTube and everything, and we saw the Blue Beetle trailer, and we were like, hey, let's check that out. And so we watched it, and we were like, oh, that was a pretty good trailer. Like they hit a lot of beats that a fan of the original story would want them to. And I thought, well, that was pretty cool. And I was like, let's watch it again. And we couldn't. It wasn't there anymore. What was there instead was a watch this spot. The new Blue Beetle trailer will be released soon. And I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. So yeah, got a little early access there. Somebody got fired. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Give me a like on this if you've enjoyed it. Give me a like if you want more Double or Nothing weekends. Let's see what we can do as far as getting more of those going on with you with the month of October. I think we might be able to do it. We'll have to see. But I want to go ahead and get out of here now. Never forget, the life is full of odd moments, and you never know when you're going to be defined.